Okay, so all right. Can I proceed? Can I proceed?
Yeah.
Now, the public class is the example we have just given, but I'm going to give another example again so that it's going to be refreshed into our head. I'm going to pass it inside a new file. Class.what.py. Now, if you declare a class like this, you say your class name. Let's say this is my class. This is my class. I have something like this. Then I said dev. I pass in. I said okay, this one is going to be a public method. Please, this public method you are seeing is just a built-in. It's a user-defined function, though. So you know, I just want to pass it there so that you know that this is public. And we have given the example, public method. I have something like this. Then I have to pass the self parameter inside here. Okay, so let's assume that this guy is my public method, and I say print, passing a print statement here. Uh, this this is a public what method. This is a public method. All right, so if I want to trigger this kind of a program, I will have to what instantiate it. I will convert it to object. I can say m equals to my class. I will instantiate it to become an object. Then I can now say okay, m dot what dot the method, which is going to be public what method. So if you run this program, you should understand that you should be getting this is a public method. So what is a public method? A public method or a public class is a class that is available uh, anywhere or everywhere in your program. A class that is available everywhere in your program. It is available within a class, it is available outside the class. Anywhere you want to make use of them, you can have access to them. That's why part of the learning we want to do today, we'll also look at variable scope, which is a local variable and a global variable, so that we know which one is local and which one is what is global. All right. Then for the protected method or the private method, the private method is a method that is only available within the particular word class which is being declared. It's not available outside the program. And in Python, you declare a private method, sorry, using underscore underscore. So let's
Hello,
see.
sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
From my own end, my
Mm.
class method is showing that the C should be small letter.
Okay. C should be what?
Small letter. My class method.
My
From
class
my own
method.
one I use. That M is equal to my class. It's not a method. When you instantiate it,
M is equals to my
my
class.
class.
And check your class name. Your class name, check up. Probably now is small letter you use.
Okay. I seen it.
Hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So
The spell.
for can I continue?
Continue, sir.
All
Go
right,
on,
for
sir.
a protected class, a private class. I don't know why I'm mixing them up because they are similar. But a protected class, it is available within a subclass. Now, for a private class, we declare a private class in Python with underscore underscore. So let's see, give example of this class. Let's give example of a private class. I have my class method. Is Tosi in this class? Tomi Abi Tosi,
Yes, sir.
are you still with us? This one you are not calm.
I'm here, sir.
So
Sorry.
let's say I have my class. Uh, I class. Let's say I declare this one to be class A. I pass this one here. Then the next thing we are going to do is for you to know that it's a protected class, you will have underscore underscore. Sorry, yeah, a private class. You have underscore underscore. I can say okay, private. Uh, this is a private method that I'm going to pass in here. Private what method? Sorry. So we know when we are having a method, you have to have a safe parameter inside it, since you are inside the what, inside the class. So if I say here print this is a private what, a private class, this is a private what class, then the next thing you should expect me to do is to convert this class to what, to objects. For me to convert this class to object, I can say a equals to my class what, my class A. This is now the object of this class. If I want to have access to this guy, I can say a dot what, you can see private what method is available. Now if I trigger this now, I'm going to have that's printed out. It's giving me a big fat error. It's telling me that let me see what's going on here. My class object has no attributes underscore private what method in line, okay, in line 13. Object has no attributes underscore.
Your underscore is maybe it's double. Remove one. Is it underscore you're supposed to put?
It's underscore. It's available now. This one. This is underscore private. Okay. Now, you can see that when I try to attempt this particular class, it's giving me is raising an error for me, because that class is actually what is a private class. So trying to access a private method from outside the class results in what an attribute what error. Python name mangling. Python name mangling makes the method name prefix, which double underscore harder to access directly from the external code. These methods are used to for internal class operation, enhancing encapsulation, preventing accidental misuse or override. Alright, so this class cannot be accessible. It cannot be accessible outside that particular class. So it will raise error in the course of the program. So it's because I pass in underscore there, that class is not accessible outside the class, that method. So the method is only available inside the class, and this is essentially used when you are having a scenario like encapsulation. Remember, you can have plenty method inside one particular class. All right, that is encapsulation. Or you have another class inherited from another class, and you want to call a class, okay, from the previous class, so you can pass it to be protected. Protected is not private is not accessible anywhere else in the program except inside this particular class. So for this one to be accessible, I should call it inside here. All right, I should call it inside here, but I can't call it since I've not instantiated. So I'm going to be having a big fat error here. Okay, I'm going to be having a big fat error here. So let me pass in something here so that I will know a dots. I want to check the error that I'm having. Why? So we already know that the reason why I'm having that error is because it's a protected class. So I want to know how to call a protected class. Let me see how I can call a protected class in Python.
We're not saying anything. No. What is it? Is it that?
No,
are you typing?
I'm not typing. I'm not typing.
Okay.
Boy, man. So the issue that I'm having accessing the word a mangoed name, this will what will work now. So if I am calling that protected class, I can't have access to it except I remove these words, these double words underscore. So this one will be accessible. A private class cannot be what accessible. So that is why I'm having that big fat words error accessing the mango word name. There's another method here. The other method I'm having here, I think, let me just copy it and paste it so that we'll see it also. This is another method. Look at what I have. I declare a class. My class is what class? My class A. Def underscore underscore private method. Print. This is a private class. Now A is equal to my class. You notice that is the instance of the class. So for me to now access this particular class, I need to pass in the class name with a single word underscore. Are you getting it? Then underscore underscore, I'll have access to the word, to the method. So for me to correct this particular error that I'm having here, instead of me to turn this on to what, because this one is not a public word, a public class, I can still make use of my private class. But what I'm going to do here now is this: I'm going to be having a one single underscore. All right, one single underscore. I'll call my class name. All right, my class name is my class A. That is the name of my words of my class. I cannot call underscore words private. So this one should be what accessible now. So you can see that I now have access to this particular class. So please understand that this line 9 is a private class, and a private class is not easily accessible like that after the instance of that particular word class, which is the object of the word of the class. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
My question is this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is it not like a directory?
Directory, as in we've not.
Let's say like I'm searching for something in the computer, my address in the computer. Let's say I put a file in the computer. I'm just trying to get access to that maybe folder. So is this not like I'm going through my class, which is the parent, Abi, which is the main class, which is the public class, then to the private class?
You can see, boy, directory in Python is
private class. Was it not a subclass to the
class? You know that thing is a private method, though. So that's.
Oh, sorry, private method. Yeah.
That thing is a private method. The class there is my class A.
So what I'm trying to ask is this. Yes, I know. For me to get access to the private method,
okay,
I need to go through my class A.
Your class A, yes. But
so what I'm trying to ask now is that in hierarchy, is it that you have to have a class, then a method under a class?
And in hierarchy, you must have a class, then method under the class. That's the normal hierarchy. But what I'm not saying is this. What I'm not saying is this. For a private class, you can't access a private class easily like that. Like when you say line 13, you know, I was having error before. All right. When I say a dot underscore underscore private, that method, I can't call it like that, because immediately you're having underscore underscore private or underscore underscore anything. Just know that I just passed that private for you to know that it's a private underscore anything. All right, that thing is becoming what a private method inside that particular word class. So what I'm not saying is that for you to access it, all right, you need to what pass in one underscore. You call your class name. Are you getting it? One underscore.
Yes,
you call your class name, which is my class A. Then I now call the word underscore underscore word private words method. It will now work for you. So private classes are not easily accessible like that. After instantiating your class, you must call the underscore of your main class before you begin to call your private class. Are we okay? So let's look at the last one, which is the protected class. Now what I have here, protected class or protected method are indicated by prefixing, all right, the method name with a single word underscore, So private is a double underscore, protector is a single underscore. They can be accessed from within the class itself and its subclasses. I've said that before. Within the class itself, you can access a protected class and the subclasses. But for a private class can be accessed within the class, but it cannot be accessed after the subclasses. Even within the class, you have to twist your code. Now we are doing all of this because of applications. Okay, sometimes you may build. See, you can build application with function. Are you getting me? You can build a full application with function. You can build full application with class. That's why if you see all those libraries like Flask, Django, something like Ticking-Time. If you go to React.js for JavaScript, you know it's a library, all right? And if you study library very well, you notice that what library is built with is functions and class. I don't know if I'm communicating. It's function and class. Everything will be inside. So you can build a full application with class. You can build a full application with function. So the choice is now depending on you based on the understanding of what you have. Are we good? All right.
Sir.
Now let's now look at the last class before we move further. Sorry. My class name is going to be class. Let me see. The class name is my class B. I have my class B. So this one we want to demonstrate the protected class def. We said that a protected class is known with what? 1 underscore. So I'm going to call this one protected. Protected what? Let's call it protected method. So this guy is going to have self inside. I have something like this there. So print this is a protected what? A protected method. So that's all what we are demonstrating. Then let's now assume that we talked about inheritance, right? Isn't it? We've talked about inheritance. Okay, so if I want to create a subclass under this protected class, what do I need to do? I'll just say, okay, I'll call the class name, then I'll pass this my parent class inside a bracket, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can say class. Let's say this guy is a subclass under this class. So my bad. I said is a capital letter. So please, that's the convention. The convention is not that it will flag error, but just follow the coding style so that you don't have issues. So I have this here. That means this one is an inherited class from the parent class. So what I'm going to pass in there, I'm going to pass in a function def. I'm going to call access protected. Okay, I want to access the protected class. Access protected. So I have to have my self keyword inside here because it's inside the class. What am I trying to access? I want to access the protected class directly. I can just say self dot. If I say self dot, what's my protected class underscore protected method. Yeah, it's available for me to use there. I can just pass this one here. All right, so let's now convert our class to object, which is the instance of the class. If I say s equals to subclass, s equals to subclass, I'm instantiating the subclass, right? Then I cannot say x dot what am I accessing? I'm accessing the protected method. If I pass this here, so what I'm saying in a nutshell that the protected class, you can see my program is running. This is what is protected class. The protected class is obtained in a in a subclass. Remember the definition. they can be accessed from within the class and what, and in its subclass. So if I want to access this particular my class, I will just first of all convert it to instance, right? I can say let's say C equals to what?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't get that part.
Mm.
That it was how to break it in the network. You said the protected class.
Yes.
You were saying something about protected class. Protected class is found under
The
the
protected class
subclass
can
or
be
what?
accessed in a
I didn't get that
subclass.
part.
Or I'm explaining this now. Are you with me? Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
The protected class is obtained, it can be
Yes,
accessed
sir.
in
Yes,
a
sir.
subclass and can also be accessed within the class. So the first example I gave, I declare a class, then I declare a subclass, which the subclass is inheriting from the what? From the parent class. Then I'm now passing a function, alright? This function, I want to access the protected method that I have inside that class, what? B. That's what I did there. So when I instantiate the subclass, which is line 29, like I said S equals to what subclass, then I can now say, okay, let me access the method that is under the what the subclass, which is what access protected. Do you get it now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
access
sir. Yes, sir.
protected,
Thank
all
you.
right? Now I want now to access the protected class within the what? The class, the protected method within the class that it has been what? Declared. That's what I'm trying to do now. So you know that the first thing I need to do, I have to first of all instantiate it, which is going to be my what? My class what? B. All right. This is going to be my method. Now I want to access my protected class. That's going to be C dot, what do you observe? I still have access to my protected method. Can you see there? I have access to my protected what method. If I pass my bracket here and I run this, I'll still be in a very good shape based on the definition. The protected class is accessed within the class and also in the word subclass. But a private class can only be accessible within the word the class. Is it clear?
Yes.
Martins, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Tosin, is it clear? I'm not sure that man is. I'm not sure he's in this class. He just on his mic. All right. Now the next thing we need to look at
It's not online.
is not online. Now the next thing we need to look like I said earlier, since we are looking at a class, something inside the class, something not inside the class, let's just quickly look at a concept called a variable scope, so that we know, because there are two kind of variables in programming, which is called the global variable and the local variable. I think EJ, you must have heard about that, right? In Java. How do you know
Yes, sir.
how do you know a local variable? How do you know a global variable? Now, a local variable is a variable that is accessed within the particular function that is being declared. So a local variable is a variable that is declared within the particular function that is what is declared. So let me give an example. Hope I can see you this page. So I'm just going to pass it, call it variable variable scope. So I said we have two type of variable, the local variable, and the other one is global variable, global variable. Now a local variable is accessible within the function, all right, within when is declared. Now look at this. Now I want to give an example of a local variable. Let's assume that I declare a function. I'm no longer inside the class now, because you need to understand classes and function. If you have proper understanding of classes, function, and variable, my brother, you are good. You can just begin to check what is going on in the concept of the programming language. Okay, Now, if I have a function, I say def, I declare my function, I said this is local what? Local var. So permit me to give it a var, local var. Say this is a local var. I have my logic here. I hope I'm good at this. So I want to have my logic here. It's giving me indentation sign here. So I have to come down here. Now if I say name equals to Martins. All right, I come in here and I say print words, print name, which is a variable. Okay, I recall this function. My function is what is local var, this method. Now look at it now. If I run this program, you will agree with me that this thing will work fine, right? Now this variable that I've declared inside there in line 37 is a local variable. All right, is a local variable. I can't come here or outside and say print out words. I'll print C and I'll say print name. I'm going to have a big fat error. The big fat error I'm going to have is going to tell me that name is not what defined, because it's actually the name is defined inside the words, the function that I've declared. So that is a local variable. A local variables are variables that are declared within the words, within the function. Is that okay? Within the function or within the method. If you declare a variable within a class, that is also a local variable. So local variable can be declared within a class. All right, that's why you notice we are having a public method, private method, and protected method. So in classes they call them methods, but in function they call them what? Variables. Is that okay? So print name is not accessible there. Now the next thing we would like to look. Yes.
You said variable variable
that are accessible within.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. That are accessible within the function. Within the function.
Accessible. Okay.
So outside the function, you cannot have access to it. That's why you can see that I'm printing out name outside the function. There is giving me that it is not defined. So even if you said okay, because I put it on top, if I bring it down, let's say I bring it down, I brought it down here, I run it, I'm still going to get that big fat error. It is not what defined. Is that understood?
So what if I declare the variable before the function? That means I've already made it to be global.
Yeah, that's a global variable. So if you declare the variable and say, for example, you come in there and you, let me say I use another name. All right, I say name equals to EJ. You know that will work, but you see that you have different. The first one is Martins. Martins is a local variable. EJ is a what? A global what? Variable, and both are name. Do you understand? Now, Python, in Python, you can convert a local variable to what? To a global what? Variable. You can convert a local variable in Python to a global what? Variable. Okay. Now you notice that line 41 is telling you are not defined, right? But I want that variable to be what? To be accessible outside. So what we use to convert a local variable to a global variable in Python is just the global word keyword. Just type your global keyword, global keyword, you call the variable name. My variable name is what? Is name. So if you run this program, you are not going to get error. You're going to have Martins printed out twice, because what I've done inside that function, I have converted that variable name to what? A global variable. So you know that the first one is for the global printout, then the other one is for, the local printout, and the other one is for the what? The global what? Printout. Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right. So please, just bear with me today. I'm just trying to meet up.
I know it's
Um,
okay, sir.
let's now move to modules, because I said this modules is necessary for you to treat it. You must treat modules because you guys are, most of you here are into cyber security, security plus. Like I said before I started this class, I said basically is modules that you'll be making use of. All right, is modules. There are modules that you use for security, to protect a server or to hack into a server. There are modules in Python that you can use, but my duty here is to show you how a modules look like, how do you call a module, and what are the other modules, because we have built-in modules in Python, sorry. For example, the math module, we have something like a math module in Python that we use for calculation. So please let me quickly on the gen. They've taken light. Just give me some time.